Hey everybody, Crossman625 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new Minecraft server I came across called WarZ. Now you've probably seen WarZ and you've probably played it, and you might even see my videos I made in the past of WarZ. But WarZ is something completely new. It's currently in beta phase, but it is playable if you go to their website, which I'll have linked down below, and the IP address below as well. But this is essentially an exact replica of the game the WarZ in Minecraft. So the devs there, those 4 people standing there are part of the dev team. They are trying to replicate the game the WarZ in Minecraft, which so far is going pretty darn well, I must not lie. If you're familiar with the WarZ, if you know how to play it, if you know the map, if you know the items, you'll feel right at home when you play this game because it is pretty much an exact replica of the WarZ. The map is very well done. You know, if you go there, you can recognize buildings even though they're not exactly the way they look because it's Minecraft, they're all blocks, but you'll still recognize what structures is which. Now what we're going through right now is the spawn point. As you see there, that's part of the map, or that is the map, it's just micro-sized. If you type /map in the command prompt, it will actually give you a link where you can click it. It'll take you to a dynamic map, and you can get your bearings when you actually join the world. But when you first join the server, it'll ask you to download a texture pack. Download that because it uses a bunch of custom textures. As you see there, I'm showing you all the items. That's basically just a tutorial. Here you see all the guns, so there are actual guns. Unlike WarZ, the WarZ actually has guns, something that makes the game a lot more fun because you're actually shooting people rather than just using swords and bows and arrows. Now what you're looking at here is the shop. Now each shop is obviously divided up into categories, consumables, weapons, all that. Just go up to a testificate, right click, and you can spend your money you get on items. Just like in the WarZ, zombies drop in-game cash, which you can then come here and spend on items. But there are also gold coins, just like in the WarZ as well, which are in the WarZ, they're microtransaction based. But in this game, I'm not quite sure how you get them. I know you get some from donor packages, which might be the only way. I'm not quite sure how you get them exactly. Like I said, still in beta phase. I'm still fairly new to the server, so bear with me. To get out of the spawn, simply type /r spawn, which will then take you out into the world. It'll spawn you. As you see there, I just showed you how to do /map to get to that dynamic map I was talking about earlier. Now what you see here is I'm in a town. I'm not quite sure which one this is. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it is very familiar. I know exactly where everything is. I want to say it's Campos. I'm not quite sure. But as you see when I run through this town, you'll see that some of there's signs, places where there should be items. Like I said, it's still in beta. So you'll see a sign that says car or 2-story building. It means there's still, that's just a note to them they need to make something there. As far as loot goes, you can find loot in chests, which are placed in houses, supermarkets, wherever you typically expect to find loot. And if you're playing the WarZ, you know where to find loot. So you'll expect to find them in structures just like any other game. As you see here, the supermarket, this is kind of a problem with the game so far, but that inside buildings are super dark, and you know in Minecraft, darkness makes zombies spawn and whatnot. So it is kind of a downer that it does that, but at the same time, it's still in beta, like I said, and I'm sure they'll figure out a way. You know, they might throw in torches or something, light it up. But then again, it is supposed to be post-apocalyptic, which makes it so you know there can't be any electricity or anything. So that is something that hopefully they'll look at. Because I do go to a pharmacy in this town, and the pharmacy is jam-packed with zombies. There's no way you're getting any meds, but that is okay because, like I said, it's beta, and I'm sure they will implement something. If not, then I'll just go post on their forums probably right after I make this video. Now, something I forgot to mention in the beginning of this video is that the whole experience bar, health bar, experience bar stuff down there, that is actually customized. So I believe the level number, where it says 20 right now, is actually your sprint meter. So as you sprint, that goes down. When it hits 0, you have to let it recharge. The bar there, your actually experience gathering bar, is actually your thirst meter. So once that goes down, you'll start needing to hydrate, to drink water or whatever. I believe there's only water in the game right now, but like I said, again, for the millionth time, beta, expect more stuff soon. Now for something that I wasn't really expecting to be in this WarZ is that in the WarZ you have a global inventory where if you go to these safe zones, you can store items and use them even if you're dead. So right here what you're looking at right now is that I've actually entered into a safe zone which actually does have a global inventory. All you have to do is type /GI, which will open up your global inventory. As you see there, I have 2 bandages stored in there. I can't freaking talk. But that will be there even after you die. So all that stuff in there will be stored in there forever until you take it out, which is something that I applaud the devs. for doing, because I didn't think it was going to be possible or happen, but they actually did it, and that is pretty neat. And that way, you know, if you find a decent gun or you get some ammo you don't need at the moment, you can go back to a safe zone, which I believe there are 4, somewhere around those safe zones. If you know the WarZ map, you know how many there are. There are circles on the map, on that dynamic map I showed you, so you'll be able to find them. Also in the spawn, their coordinates are right at the beginning. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about the CraftZ. It's pretty unique, it's pretty fun, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's down below in the description. The link will be there for the IP address and the website. Go ahead and head over to their forums, check them out. And yeah, please, you know, donate to them if you like it. It'll help support them and support the devs and everything. And that's pretty much it, guys. Expect maybe some videos in the future of me playing some CraftZ and maybe some live streams later on. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a nice day.